Yo, what's going on then, guys? It's your boy Ben Gregson here, and today I'm going to be deck profiling this lovely deck, which is Digital Bugs. Now, I've been playing this deck for about 4 to 5 days. I'm still doing a bit of testing. It's very mill heavy. It's not the traditional Digital Bug build. As you guys know, I don't play traditional decks. So yeah, let's get straight into the deck profile. So first of all, we have 3 Centibit. Centibit is essentially, if this card is changed, has its battle position changed, you get to special summon any digital bug from your deck in defense position. Also, when it's used as an XYZ material, it allows your monster to attack every defense position monster you control. Next, we have 3 Cocoon Dancer, the best digital bug in my opinion, minus the Exceed. Cocoon Dancer essentially brings back any of the digital bugs from the graveyard, including it can bring back a copy of itself as well. And also, when a light insect Exceed monster used that has this card as a material attacks, your opponent can't activate any effects until the end of the damage step. So it's essentially an Armades. We are then running 3 copies of Web Solder. So far, these are the only digital bugs that we have in the game. And Web Solder is, when this card is normal summoned, you can change the battle position of one digital bug you control and special summon one from hand, and also when it's used by an XYZ material, change all face attack position your opponent controls to defense and make the defenses 0. There's a lot of utility within this little engine, and they do make some really cool XYZ plays, which I'll go into. Yeah, that's the digital bug portion of the deck. Next, we have the Light Swarm portion. So we are running triple Raiden. We all know what Raiden does. Raiden's a really good card, and also it's a tuner for the deck. And it's also a sizable beat stick, which you don't have very often. 2 Lumina. Lumina brings back the Raiden, can also bring back the Lilo we're playing as well, as an MST. There's a lot of utility with Lilo as well. Plus opening recharge plus charge for the Light Brigade with a Raiden in hand is really good if you run the Lumina. We're playing 1 Lila, 1 Minerva, and 1 Wolf. Now, Lila pops problem back row, Minerva's just a nice card to mill, and Wolf we can send to Grateful Foolish Burial if we don't want to send a digital bug, and also it's just a really good card in general. Some people would say it bricks, and it does brick quite often, but we are only playing 1. Like I say, the build is subject to change. This card is currently proxied at the moment, but we're playing 3 Curry Bandit. Mill power and just adding spells and traps when you need them is just a good thing to have, really. There's not much more I can say about that. So yeah, 3 Curry Bandit, plus it's level 3 for Soul Charge plays and Exceed plays and stuff. Then we are running double Card Trooper. Same reason we're running Curry Bandit, and the Light Swan engine is just a mill. This deck is a mill-happy deck. So yeah, we're running 3 Card Trooper. Also, the extra draw if it gets run over is pretty good as well. And then we are playing 2 Magical Merchant. It's essentially a Curry Bandit that you have to set. But I prefer Magical Merchant because you can mill further through monsters, and obviously with this deck I do want to mill my monsters quite quickly, with Cocoon Dancer and stuff. So yeah, we're running 2 Magical Merchant. Then for the one-off monsters, we are playing 1 Collapse Serpent, 1 Honest, and 1 Electromagnetic Turtle. So EMT's here because ending a battle phase and having it milled is phenomenal. The amount of times this card has saved me, is unbelievable. 1 Honest because it's honest. I don't want to run 2 because I'm playing a mill heavy deck. And then 1 Collapse Serpent because it allows me to make rank 4 plays when I need to. Yeah, I'm thinking about bumping Collapse Serpent up to 2. Then for the spells, we are running triple Solar Recharge. It's Solar Recharge. You're playing Light Swarms. Why not run probably one of the best draw power cards for a mill heavy deck? 2 Charge and Light Brigade. It's a Light Swarm card that helps you mill through your deck. We are playing 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. They would be Twin Twisters, but I'm not rich. We're playing one Foolish Burial. Because it's Foolish Burial, we can also send Wolf. One Dark Hole. It would be a Raigeki, but once again I'm not made of money. The best card in the deck. Because you're playing such a mill-heavy engine, I've had like 30 cards in my graveyard. I'm drawn into this, or Curry Bandited into this. If you open Soul Charge plus mills, you pretty much win. Because you have an inherent rank 3 effect negator, which I'll go into when we go into the extra deck. Rank up Magic, the 7th one. With the Exceeds in this deck, they have sort of a built-in rank up. But I like to play rank up, it's not the 7th one, it's Astral Force, my bad. But the reason I like to play Astral Force is also because I'm playing a mill-heavy deck. You can activate the effect of this card. Instead of conducting your draw phase, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. So essentially it stops you from milling out as well. It's like double utility, which utility is everything in a deck like this. Then we are playing Triple Bug Emergency. Once again, it's essentially a Soul Charge, it's slightly slower. Running one Call of the Haunted to recycle Lumina and Honest. We are playing one Breakthrough Skill, one Bottomless, one Vanities, and one Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare. I will sort the trap line out soon, but as it stands, this is how the trap lineup is. And plus, these are all good cards for the format, bar maybe Nightmare. And now for the extra deck, we are playing 1 Giga Brilliant. It's a level 3 Light Insect Exceed. Not much more you can say about it. The attack boost is really nice, you can go for OTKs in this build, so Giga Brilliant's a really nice card to have. We're playing Triple Scaradiator. This is essentially your effect negator of the deck, and also it can rank up into the bigger monsters. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card, change the battle position of a monster your opponent controls, and negate its effects until the end of the turn. Then we are running Triple Corbage. Corbage is essentially a compulse for defense position monsters. And also, when you change a monster you control, or the battle position of a card on field is changed, you get to grab a material from your graveyard and just whack it straight underneath Corbage. Also, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to ask about the field spell. I don't like the field spell in this build specifically. The field spell's good, but because I'm milling most of my digital bugs to the grave and relying on like Soul Charge and stuff like that, I'm not a particularly big fan of Bug Matrix. So Bug Matrix is cool, but I'm not its biggest fan. Then we're playing 2 of the big boss monster, Rhinoceros. You can pop the monster on your opponent's side of the field with the highest defense, I believe. If I'm wrong, it's lowest. And also it does piercing, so it's a big beefy beater, essentially, that you can rank up to from Corbage, so that's a thing. Then we are playing 4 rank 4s. We are playing Abyss Dweller. Basically, the rank 4 engine is the reason I'm running Collapse Serpent and Wolf. So I can go for decent rank 4s. Abyss Dweller's amazing in this format. Castel, still a good card. Spin Pendulum Scales. Spin Unwanted Back Row Floodgates. 1 Dark Rebellion Exceed. I just really like this card, especially in the Cleefort matchup. If you have a bumper to cardinalize Cleefort, this card saves you so often. 1 Gargagar Cowboy, because Gargagar Cowboy for game is always nice. And then for the last 2 cards in the extra deck, Michael and Black Rose. Michael is a pay 1,000 life points, banish 1 card your opponent controls. Never going to be a bad card. It does target, but it's never going to be a bad card. It's still... And also the extra mill and also shuffling Lightsworn monsters back into your deck is great. And then Black Rose Dragon, because it's Black Rose Dragon. So, thank you very much for watching this deck profile, guys. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, please subscribe as well. I may post a duel video with this deck. Where a couple of my friends are getting together on Thursday or tomorrow, and we're going to be recording I'll try and record a couple of duels while I'm there. So anyway guys, that's going to be it for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and see you in a bizzle.